everyone, I am your host Ayushi Sethia and welcome back to our channel Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how you can automatically send different Slack messages based on the answers in a form. So let's take an example that you are a business owner and you have created the feedback form to capture the responses from your customers. And you have used PaperForm to create your feedback form. Now the customer is giving you the feedback through that form. The feedback can be a positive feedback and a negative feedback. Now you want that whenever customer gives a feedback, automatically your team should get a notification or a message on the Slack channel. If the feedback is positive, then the message should be that the feedback is positive, the customer is satisfied with your products and services. And if the feedback given by the customer is negative, then a different message should be sent to your team on the Slack channel that the customer is not satisfied with the product. And in this way, you are going to customize two different type of messages on your Slack channel and it will be delivered to your team. For this, we need to create a connection between PaperForm and Slack channel, so that whenever the paper form or the survey form is filled, automatically a message is sent on your channel. For this, we are going to create a connection using a software application named Pabbly Connect. Basically, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which will help us in integrating both these software applications automatically. The best part here is it doesn't require any coding skills or programming knowledge. Even a non-technical person can use this software application very easily. So let us learn the integration process now on my screen. So we are back on my screen. Here let us search Pabbly, pabbly.com in our browser. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we have to come to products and click on Pabbly Connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. As you are the first time user, you have to click on sign up for free option and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. By creating a new account, you are going to get 100 tasks free every month. As I already have an account with Pabbly Connect, I'll simply click on sign in. In the all apps section, come to Pabbly Connect and click on access now. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, come to this plus sign and click on create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as PaperForm to Slack integration. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on create. Now we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this use case, we want to send different messages on the Slack channel based on the answers which the customer gives on your form. So open this trigger window and here we have to select the application name as PaperForm because we have created the forms in our PaperForm account. Let's select the application. We have to select the trigger event as new form submission. Now here we can see a webhook URL and some instructions. Let us read the instructions. Just log into your PaperForm account, edit the form, go to after submission option, then move to webhook and paste the above URL over there. So let's copy this webhook URL and let's go to the PaperForm account where I have already created some forms. That is Pabbly forum support form. I'm just going to edit this form and here you can see that I have 0 submissions over here. So I'm just going to edit the form. So I have created a simple form, that is Pabbly forum support form, where I have taken the name and email address of the customer and I have just asked a question, are you satisfied with the forum support? So we are going to create an integration between this particular form and Pabbly Connect so that whenever customer is going to fill this form, Pabbly Connect is going to capture his response. So we have to move to after submission option and here we can find integrations and webhooks option. Click on it. Let's scroll down and here we have to come to the webhooks option. Just click on webhooks. And here we are going to paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect and click on add webhook. Now we have created an integration between this particular form and Pabbly Connect using this particular webhook URL. Now let's move to the Pabbly Connect and here we can see that it is waiting for webhook response. So in order to capture the response, we have to do a test submission or we have to fill up the form on the name of a customer. So I'll just open the form in a new tab so that we can fill in the details on the name of a customer. So I'll just click on this share button and from here we can find the URL. I'm just going to copy this URL from here and I'll open it in a new tab so that we can fill in the details on the name of a customer. Let's give the name as Adam Smith, email address as adamsmith123@gmail.com. And are you satisfied with the forum support? Let's click on yes and click on submit. Submission successful. Thanks, we have received your submission. Okay, so the form has been filled. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see the responses received and all the details of the customer through the form submission are captured over here. We can find the name as Adam Smith. Here we can find his email address. And here we can find his answer as yes. Are you satisfied with the forum support? Now here we can find two options. First, the customer can be satisfied, and the second would be the customer is not satisfied. For that, we have to just apply a router over here. So choose the application as router in the next step. Now we are going to set the routes. If the customer is satisfied, then what needs to be done? And if the customer is not satisfied, then what needs to be done? Okay. So I'm just deleting this extra route from here. Okay. And I'm just renaming this route 1 as yes. Or let's give the name as customer satisfied. And click on update. Now we are going to set the filter and action steps for this particular route. Now here we have to select the label that if the customer answer is yes, then what needs to be done. So come to PaperForm and select the answer as 1 data 2 value and the answer as yes. If the answer is equal to yes. Okay. Now let's click on save and send test request. Status success, condition is true. Just because the customer has given the answer as yes over here, then we are going to apply the counter over here that the positive responses should get added to each other. For that, click on this plus sign, add action step. Select the application name as number formatter. Select the action event as counter. Click on connect. Now here we have to select the initial value as 0. In this particular case, I am selecting the operation as increment just because we want all the counter, all the positive responses to get counted all together. Okay, so that we can get the total positive responses. Change value by 1. Reset on execution, no. Reset counter after reaching a certain final value, no. I'm just leaving this field as blank. And let's click on save and send test request. And here we can see the status as success and initial value as 0 and final value as 1 just because we have got one positive response. Okay. Now we want to send a message on the Slack channel. For that, click on this plus sign, add action step. Select the application name as Slack. Select the action event as send channel message. Click on connect. Click on add new connection and click on connect with Slack. Now it is asking for the token type. Enter the token type as either user or bot. Know more about the Slack tokens over here. So I'm just going to click on HERE over here, that is here. Okay, and here we can find the access permissions. You can select the authentication as per your requirement as user or bot. So in my case, I'm just selecting the token type as user over here. And let's click on save. Now as I am already logged into my Slack account, it is asking Pabbly Connect is requesting permission to access the Pabbly Slack workspace. Let's click on allow and give away the access over here. Authorization successful. And now the Slack account is connected to Pabbly Connect just because I was already logged into my Slack account. So make sure before creating a connection, you're logged into your Slack account. Now here we have to select the channel name. So I'll take you to my Slack account. Here I have already created some channels. So if you want to create a new channel, simply click on this plus sign, add channels. Click on create a channel, give a name to your channel and a channel will get created. Okay. So I have already created a channel named Pabbly Forum over here. So now I want all the messages to be displayed on this particular forum. So I have to select this particular channel name, that is Pabbly Forum over here in Pabbly Connect. So I'm just going to find the same channel, that is Pabbly forum. Now here it is asking for the message. What is the message you want to send on this particular channel? So I'm just giving the message as the name of the customer. The customer name was Adam Smith. Adam Smith, whose email is, let us map the email address also. This, okay, Adam Smith, whose email is this, is satisfied with the Pabbly support forum. Okay, and let us give the positive feedback counter over here. And here we are going to map the details from number formatter, and the value would be the final value. Okay. So we have added the message as Adam Smith, whose email ID is this, is satisfied with the Pabbly support forum. Feedback counter, positive feedback counter is this. So this particular value will keep on incrementing. It will keep on adding whenever the positive response feedback is received on the form submission. Okay. And we have added the message. If you want to add some image URL, you can add it over here. If you want to give the bot name or bot icon, you can give it over here. And I'm not making any changes over here. And let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received. It means a message is delivered on your Slack channel. Let's check it. Okay, and here we can see the message. Adam Smith, whose email is this, is satisfied with the Pabbly support forum. Positive feedback count of 1. Okay, so in this way we have set the route 1. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect and we are going to just click on done. So we have made route 1, that is customer is satisfied. Now we are going to add another route that if the customer is not satisfied, then what needs to be done. So we have a shortcut over here. I'm just going to click on these 3 dots and we are just going to clone this particular step. Do you want to clone this route? Yes, click on clone. And here we have got a cloned route. I'm just going to rename this route and all the steps and action steps will get copied over here. Okay. And we are going to rename this route as customer not satisfied. Okay. And let's click on update. So we have the second route ready. Now we have to make some changes in this particular route. For that, come to the set filter and action steps. Click on it. Here we are just going to come to the filter option. If the answer is equal to no this time, if the customer gives the answer as no, then what needs to be done? Click on save and send test request. Now here the status is error, message condition is false just because in the response we have got the yes answer from the customer. Okay. Now number formatter by Pabbly. Here we are just going to set the initial value as 0, right? Operation as increment, change value by 1. Okay. So all the details will be same. Let's click on save. This action step will remain same. Okay. Now come to the third step, that is Slack send channel message. Here all the details will be same, but the message will get changed. So Adam Smith, whose email ID is this, is not satisfied with the Pabbly support forum, and instead of positive it will be negative feedback counter will be this. Okay. And let's click on save. Okay. Data saved successfully. Okay, let's click on done. Now we have set both the routes that if the customer is satisfied, just add a positive response and send the message on the Slack channel. And if the customer is not satisfied, then add a counter of negative response as 1 and send it on the Slack channel. Now we have to check this in the real time that whether our integration is actually working fine or not. For that, I'll just go to the form once again and I'll open the form in a new tab. So I'll just copy the link and I'll open it in a new tab so that we can fill in the details on the name of some other customer this time. Let's give the name as Shikha Arya, email address as aryas11@gmail.com. And are you satisfied with the forum support? Now we are going to select answer as no and click on submit. Submission successful. Thanks, we have received your submission. So the form has been filled. Now let us check our Slack channel. Okay, and here we have got a new message. Shikha Arya, whose email address is this, is not satisfied with the Pabbly support forum. Negative feedback counter is 1. So in this way, we can see that our integration is perfectly working fine. I'll move to the form once again and we are going to recheck it just by entering one more form submission over here. And this time let's give the name as Kuldeep Jain, email address as jank22@gmail.com. And let's set the answer as yes this time and click on submit. Submission successful. Thanks, we have received your submission. Now let us check our Slack channel. And here we have got another message. Kuldeep Jain, whose email address is this, is satisfied with the Pabbly support forum. Positive feedback counter is 2 this time. So one more positive feedback is added. So in this way, it will keep on getting added according to the customer form submission. Okay. And in this way, we can see that our integration is perfectly working fine. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. So first we have created an integration between PaperForm and Pabbly Connect. Then Pabbly Connect has captured all the details of the customer through the form submission. And using those details and the answers, we have set the routes using the router. That if the customer is satisfied, then a different message needs to be sent on your Slack channel. And if the customer is not satisfied, then another different message needs to be sent on your Slack channel. And in this way, we have created a successful integration between PaperForm and Slack using Pabbly Connect. So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business using Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can visit our Pabbly forum. To check the pricing details of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this particular URL. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.